Hello and welcome, adventurers. Welcome to Mistress Winter's Court. I am your humble hostess, Mistress Winter, writer, voice actress, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist. You can find me at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram. You can also watch my Star Trek Adventures game over at Cybernation Uncensored on Thursdays, so please check that out. And ultimately, thank you for being here. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back, and thank you for your continued support. If you are a newcomer, then let's go ahead and meet our amazing delvers and players, starting with Abby.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I'll be playing Ahira. You can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. Can't wait to get into it tonight.
Neither can I. And Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis, or the Okayest DM on YouTube. I will be playing Archie tonight, and I am also super pumped for whatever is coming next, because a lot happened last time.
Oh, it did, and you've got plenty of story left to tell. All right, fantastic. And Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I play Serana, and I always forget what I'm supposed to say. You can find me on social media on places and things. I feel like we say that at the end, and I always forget what I'm supposed to say. I'm in a mood tonight. Okay, I'm in a mood.
Right. That's kind of why I've got a script going right here. Like, I typed it up real quick. So.
I'm in a mood tonight, man, and it's a good one.
Enough of this flying on the wing kind of intro. You know, I want to make sure I get all the points. So maybe you should try them too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. I should, but you know.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Chaos is good.
Fine. Ew.
Good. All right. Well, thank you, Joe. And Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey. I play Delphinium. You can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on TikTok and Twitter.
Wonderful. Simple, clean. I like it. And those are our wonderful players. You've been here from the beginning, and I appreciate all of you. And as I may have mentioned on Twitter, you might have seen, before we begin tonight's session, I have a big announcement. For those of you who have been here before, you may notice some additional buttons and options on our channel. Thanks to you, our followers, we have reached the level of Twitch affiliate.
Yes.
Which this is so exciting for quite a few reasons. The one that I'm most excited about, and I want to share with you, are the influence points. Now, down at the bottom of your chat, you will see the little logo that I put in there. As you watch, you will begin to accumulate influence points, which, once you gain enough, you can redeem to influence the game directly. Currently, we have 3 options, though more will be added soon. The first is gift a hero point, which is self-explanatory. So just redeem your points, put in who you want to get that hero point, and we want to make sure that that player gets it. The second allows you to come to someone's aid, adding a +2 bonus to their check. Now, that can be to a player if they need a little help getting around a challenge, or it can be to one of my villains and creatures if you want to hinder the Delvers in their quests. And finally, the third gift, third but definitely not final, gives a second wind to a character in the form of temporary hit points. These hit points will last 1 hour in game time and equal their constitution modifier times their level, as if they'd slept for a night, but it will be fleeting, to say the least. Being an affiliate also means that you can now subscribe to our channel and purchase Twitch bits. all of which we will get a cut of the proceeds for. Now, I want to make very, very clear that at this point, we are not intending to make money off this channel. We're not very concerned about it. We want you to enjoy the entertainment that we're giving you. And if you feel like you want to gift a sub or buy a sub, whatever, any money that is made off of this channel will be distributed evenly among the active contributors to our channel. So this is not some big money-making scheme. You may see some ads at the beginning of our stream and stuff like that. But ultimately, we just want to keep bringing you awesome entertainment and bring you into these stories that we're creating. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the night session of the Facite.
Back.
Welcome back. Last time on the Facite, Stories from Parasande, our party had hunkered down with the light spinners in their den, choosing to rest and recover from the trials that had faced them the day before. One who needed a lot of rest as the confusion and questions boil over is Ahira, whose cloak, gifted or left behind by her Meme, grants her some protection from the electrified webs that the light spinners, spin. After many frustrated attempts to contact the Avatar Mira through various forms, with the help of Archie or through meditation, Ahira was left with questions and no answers, other than the potential location, of a shadow rift lurking somewhere on the other side of the Facite. The group has gathered up their loot and brought a new friend along, a light spinner spider lovingly called George T. Vault, who now scuttles along at their side. But as they left, they were confronted by Nemesis, or so they wish to be called this time. They warned to stay away from the rift for 1 week, and they will release the captured Delilor. No harm. So we join our Delvers now as they rejoin the rest of civilization, as it is in the Facite, and enter into the small marketplace in the Dugout West.
George T. Volt, the lead spinner. He's with us, right? He's still with us.
Yep. Oh yeah.
As we're entering the marketplace.
Keeping really close. Just
Does he have a neck that we could put a collar on, or is this more of like
not a neck per se, but you could probably rope something where his head. I don't know the parts of a spider, but thorax.
His thorax.
Yeah.
We could probably put something around the middle of the little guy.
Yeah.
I say as he's
Just don't pull too tight.
He's
That's
squishy.
probably a good idea. Regardless, we're gonna get some looks.
And even as you say that, there are a couple of delvers who just kind of side eye you as they walk past.
Ahira will have her hand kind of on him as they walk through. It's kind of like walking slightly. It's a source of comfort, and she's noticing the looks and just like, it's okay. It's okay.
It kind of like tilts its body to in a show of kind of looking up at you, and just kind of stays really close to your side as best as it can with its legs. You know.
Just for clarification, is our new friend George about the size of a corgi, about the size of a golden retriever, or like the size of a horse?
No, definitely not horse. Probably closer to Great Dane, Mastiff, maybe.
Okay. Still pretty big boy.
Yes.
Great Dane is taller than me.
It's like head height for you.
So you could ride it like a horse.
Adam Cowboy.
He would be terrifying if he wasn't so freaking adorable.
He's saying,
I
I love him.
I don't think I've ever considered a spider adorable, but this one works.
Me neither
It
till
fits.
today.
It fits.
Just so
Never thought I'd-
sweet.
They must not leave their habitat very often.
Probably not. But this one's with us now.
So,
So what?
Shopping?
Yeah, we should do that.
alright, what did we need?
Yeah, if you want to come up with some of the items that you would like to get, we won't beleaguer the issue by having you haggle with all of the different merchants. But
I went ahead and purchased a dagger and 10 bolts.
nice.
I don't think I have anything right now that I need to get. So I think I'm good.
Archie's content with his new armor.
Oh, good. Very well then. You do some quick glances around the various stalls and shops, but even as Finn purchases a couple refill items, you decide to wander away. Where are you headed?
Alright, plan. We have a week before whatever happens with the rift happens. And, I don't know, the world ends. Right now, we can't take on whoever that nemesis lady was. We're not ready. Not to fight someone who commands shadows, wields a sword bigger than I am, and can send messages and visions as far as... I don't know how far she actually was away. She seems more powerful than we can handle. I think we need... I'd like to say training, but I'm not sure if we can become powerful enough in a week.
Montage!
Your man.
I'm having flashbacks.
I need to message someone right now.
So instead, we have to chase down the only other lead we have. That is the secret vault.
How much
Do you
do
think,
we...
You go.
You two are both way too polite.
How much do we tell Simon? If anything.
We tell him we're on a time frame.
Do we think the vault and the void are connected? Or the rift, or whatever it is?
I don't see how they could be at this point. Anything's possible, though. I mean, I'm in way over my head. I don't know about you, but this is...
I think that's pretty easy for all of you being shorter than me. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah. You totally could, by the way, but it's fine.
Anyway, plus, I mean, it wouldn't... If we're gonna think like, Simon or whatever, I mean, it's need to know, right?
Right.
They're all secretive and stuff.
I mean, I thought about trying to get a hold of some people, but how do you go about telling them that the world might end? You know?
I mean, people do it in different creative ways.
Well, we don't know that the world will end if the rift stabilizes. We just know that whoever Nemesis is the guard for will then get what they want, and considering who Nemesis is, it's probably not really good because she doesn't seem very nice.
That's pretty
But we
lightly.
know that the world will end.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's... yeah.
We'll just have another faction of not good creatures to deal with. Probably.
Yeah.
I think first we go to Simon, we figure out if the excavation is done. If it is, yay, we go there, do the thing. See if we can get something to help us against her, against Nemesis. And if the excavation is not done, or we go there and there's not a thing, we might have to ask Simon for help. He's right now our most powerful ally.
And I need to talk to Kimberly. Try and get some answers. Maybe she knows who Nemesis actually is, or who Nemesis might be working for, or something. Some story. Yeah.
Good idea.
So, lots of things to do.
Yes, you do have kitties. You do have a lot to do. A lot of threads. Well, at least a couple anyway. Where do you want to go first?
Probably the Delver's Nest. Take out two birds with one stone. Here, you want to talk to Kimberly, she's probably there. Simon's probably there too.
Can we bring George with us, or does he need to? Do we need to find a place for him?
That's
I don't know where we
question.
could put him.
I would love to not talk to either of those people and just hang out with George. So feel free. And if Finn wants to, whatever. But I'll take him for a walk. You know?
I was personally thinking of speaking to the collector and maybe getting some academic knowledge, but I don't know. Should you speak to Simon alone?
Ooh.
I think I can handle it.
Well, I could also go with you because I can talk to Kimberly afterward
Sure.
if you want. Simon doesn't really like me, so maybe it's a bad idea. But I can not talk. He seems to like me better when I don't talk.
Well, how about this? All four of us will go do our thing. I'll talk to Simon, Ahira talks to Kimberly, and Finn goes and talks to the collector, while Sarana, you can take care of George.
I'll go to the collector too. That way, maybe he'll be interested in seeing a light spinner outside of its habitat.
It's a wonderful idea.
Perfect.
Just make sure he's safe, please. I don't want him to get hurt. We just got him.
He's a cute little guy.
And I'll kind of usher George towards Sarana and Finn. He's like, go with them. You'll be safe. It's okay.
Kind of like chitters uncertainly like that, but ultimately will follow.
If you pet him, he really likes that, and he'll trust you more, and then he'll be all of ours. He likes pets.
Okay.
Further down. Oh my
Okay.
God.
So let's start with your chat with or attempt to go see Simon. The Delver's Nest is as active as it ever is. People coming to and fro, checking their tools, making sure their paperwork is in order, if they're doing it right. Having a meal before they head out to their next great find. As you peer over the various heads and past bodies, shuffling around, grabbing food and mead from the side tables, Simon's usual table is empty.
Well, this is a problem. I'll ask around and see if anybody's seen him.
Give me a diplomacy check, please. No, sorry, love. I ain't seen no one by that description.
Sure. The platinum piece is pretty evident every time I've seen him.
Oh, yeah, that bloke. I've seen him in here before, but I haven't seen him in here lately.
Alright, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Is Kimberly around? That bard?
She is. And she sees Ahira and waves.
Alright, you go hang out with her for a sec. I'm gonna see if I can track down Simon somehow.
Okay. And I'll come find you?
We'll meet back at the entrance.
Sounds good. And I will go over to Kimberly.
Okay.
Oh, you're better. Oh, that's great. I was so worried.
Why were you worried? Well, I get it. But I'm okay, I think.
Oh, good. Good.
As okay as I can be. I have questions.
Is that it?
She kind of like presses a finger very close to your forearm where you have the and there's a little like discharge.
Be careful. It's only I can hold it. I think because of the cloak.
Oh.
It was my name is Delalores. Delalores. It's Delalores. I should really start calling her by her name.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, I have some of the
So did
thread.
you find her?
I like.
No.
I didn't.
No.
That's actually the questions I have. Actually, have to do with that. She's been taken by something. It's a shadow creature, woman, person thing, and she appeared to us and told us to stop what we were doing, and I don't think we're going to, even though if I do stop, I probably get her back, but I think she'd be really upset with me if I stop, because she told me pretty directly in the message to continue her work. Anyway, she told us that her name was Nemesis, or that she wants to be called Nemesis, and that she's a guard for someone who's opened up a rift in time, space, the world. And it's happened before. And I was wondering if you had any stories, or knew any stories, or any information about who Nemesis is, or who she could be working for, or anything about the rift from the first time, if there's any stories about it, besides the one about Delaware that you've already told me.
Well, let's see.
And she opens up her notebook and begins scanning through it.
Let's see. Rose is red. Nope. Nevermore. Nope. Okay. So, as far as what I know, the stories surrounding the rifts, as you mentioned, they are rips in the reality of our world. Like the world is cloth, and it's a beautiful, vibrant tapestry until somebody cuts it, and then there's a hole, and it needs to be mended. And as far as I understand it, that was what Delalore did for Mira, as Mira is the world dreamer. The world is her tapestry to some extent.
Okay.
And
there's me.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're still talking. I was just going to continue the other questions that I asked.
There are things that live in the void. Nothing from this world, but shadows and creatures, more like entities of nothingness that can spill into our world through these cuts. Sometimes these entities can infect and consume things in our world. Perhaps this nemesis is simply one of those consumed by it and forced to protect it. Or it could be of its own volition. There are many who wish for nothingness, whether upon the world or, in some cases, upon themselves.
Okay. I suppose that makes sense. I think we're gonna have to fight her. Them, I don't really know. Nemesis.
If you are to oppose them, then yes. I can't imagine that they would peaceably allow you to undo their work.
I don't know how to fight them. And I'm afraid I'm gonna get my friends hurt by bringing them with me to fix it. And I don't really know what to do.
Well, you know what pushes the shadow back best. Light.
Right.
Now sometimes,
I'm not good with light.
well, you've got some there. Points to your arm. And your friends, they have all kinds of magical lights just kind of floating around them.
They have light floating around them?
Points over to Archie, who's still, I guess, seeking information. And there's almost like the faint outline of that lantern that he calls on sometimes.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Go ahead.
Do I have a light? Or just my friends? Besides the thread webbing thing.
I don't know. Perhaps you should seek out some spell or other that can give you that light. Because mundane, normal light will shy away from these shadows.
Okay. I don't really know light very well. I know a small spell that can cause light, but I don't know if that's good enough. And I'm gonna just kind of cast dancing lights. I'm just like, I can do this, but I don't know that that's good enough.
You'll need something more powerful.
Okay. I'm not super good when it comes to magic. I mean, I'm kind of good at it, but I'm better at sewing and using my spear. So maybe I should just talk to my friends about the light.
I imagine that's what your friends are for, to support you and to help you with the abilities of their own.
I think you're right. Thank you for always fielding all my questions. I know I have a lot of them, but you're kind of the only person that I've met that knows anything about me, besides my main, besides Delalore. And she is trapped by a scary shadow lady. So
Oh,
I really appreciate it.
oh my
Thank
poor
you.
dear. Are you okay?
No, but I can't really focus on it right now because I gotta go do the thing that she was supposed to do. Because she told me to do it in her stead when I put on the cloak. She told me that something bad has happened to her and that I have to do what she set out to do now, which is close the rift. Which is a lot. But it's fine. Akira is clearly not fine.
Yeah. Kimberly reaches over and puts her little green hand on yours, the one without the coil of electricity around it. This is a heavy burden, and I would not have wished it on you. But for what it's worth, I will help where I can.
Thank you. I do think you've helped a lot with the stories, because there is some truth to stories. I think
There are. Even if they don't speak words of fact and figure, they sometimes speak to the truths in our hearts, in our minds, and to the ideals we should strive for.
Right. Of course. Yeah, Nemesis said that there is not truth to stories, but I know that she's wrong because Delalore always told me there's truth to stories. She told me specifically the story that you told me, or Phin told me, and then you told me about me, or someone about Delalore is all wrong. Well, she didn't say wrong, but essentially.
The stories that pass from mouth to mouth, from parchment to paper, the details tend to get muddled or lost in translation. Only those who were there can know the truth of it. Even if a story holds just that kernel of truth yet.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to ask Delalore when we get her back. In whatever way that is. Because she was there. Well, I think that's all my questions for you. For gathering information and stuff so we can go and close the rift. We have like a week, which isn't a lot of time.
No. But perhaps I can arrange to get you some aid. Maybe some magical items to help you.
That would be real nice.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'll kind of just give her a big hug and then quickly step away.
Okay.
I think I need to go, but I really thank you, and I'll come come and talk to you again, especially before we leave, and I'll come and check in on you, and I'll follow up with you about the magical items, and yeah, thank you.
Of course.
I like that we're friends.
Me too. Well,
Um,
get on
and then
then.
I will scurry off to go find Archie.
Okay. Archie, during this time, were you trying to gather more information, or?
I was gonna gather as much information as I could about Simon's whereabouts, not expecting to get much. And then if I was done with that and a hero was still around, I'd probably just grab a bite to eat.
Okay. The most that you were able to get was that Simon had been there, had a visitor that nobody knows, took any notice of, and rushed off in a huff, or more like a panic.
Anything interesting from Kimberly, Ahira?
Yes and no. So she doesn't know who Nemesis is. Doesn't know anything about them. But she had some suggestions on who Nemesis could be, or what. She explained that the rift thing is like a rip in reality. It's like a tapestry, and there's like a hole in it now. And Mira views the world as like her tapestry, and so that's why Mira tasked Delalore to fix it, and tasked Delalore to fix it again. But the rip leads to like a void, and in the void there's like creatures and things of nothingness, and they infect things. So it could be that Nemesis is either some creature from there, or just some creature working on their own volition from here, or some creature, person, or thing from here that's been infected by the void. She also said she would help get us some magical items that might help.
She said what?
She said she can probably get us some magical items that might help, because we're gonna have to fight the scary shadow lady who has my Maymay and doesn't want us to be doing this. Oh, she also said that light is important and will help. I'm not very good with light, except for the electricity, because she said this counts, but I don't have a lot of light. But y'all do, apparently. Like, you have a little aura of light.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. You're sure she said magic items?
Well, that's what he caught on with magic.
I'm pretty sure. Why?
Because she just jumped up 3 ranks in the Who Archie Likes rankings.
You can talk to her if you want, and like confirm my story if you want, or talk to her more.
I believe you. I've got no reason not to believe you. Yeah, maybe we'll all go hang out with her a bit when we get back.
She's really nice, and she wants to help, and this is how she said she can help.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that she can find something for us. In the meantime, let's find Serana. Make sure she and George are all right.
Okay.
All right. We will jump over to Phin. Sorry, go ahead.
I believe I have dragged George and Serana along.
Yes.
Yes. You head up to the second level of the Delver's Nest and head to the collector's small office on the corner there. there is a crash from inside.
Wait here. I don't know how he's gonna feel about the spider. Let me, I'll go check.
Okay.
And just throws the door open if she can.
The door is currently locked. But as you're standing at the door, you can hear gruff, terse voices inside.
I'm not gonna try to open the door. Can I put my ear to it and listen?
Yes, you can. It's kind of hard to hear as they are whispering, or the voices are very low through the thick door. You catch a couple of keywords. Find, artifacts, kill you. That's about it.
I'll try to listen for as long as I can, and then if it sounds like somebody's coming towards the door, I'll just jump out of the way and act natural.
Okay. You manage to leap to the side of the door frame just as the door unlatches and swings open violently. And several really intense-looking men exit the room, one of them shooting you the dirtiest of glances.
You think we can go in there now, or?
I'll go in first. And
Okay.
let's
Ask him
see.
if he has weird feelings about spiders. I'll just chill out here.
George is a very tall spider.
A very special tall spider.
Filled about half the doorway. Yep.
Yep.
Finn's gonna slowly pop her head in the doorway.
You're going to see that the office is a mess. Books and scrolls are scattered everywhere. Ink is spilled across the desk and is leaking off as the collector peels himself off the desk and stands up shakily.
Collector, are you okay?
Oh, dear Finn. I'll be fine.
He arthritically starts picking up pieces of parchment, trying to save what he can from the ink, and rolling up some scrolls that had gotten loose.
I'll help where I can and try to.
Thank you.
I came in. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna come in to ask you some questions, but
Oh, please. It'll be a nice change of pace for my day.
it sounds like you got threatened.
How much did you hear?
Not a lot, but they were looking for something, is what I could figure out.
Yes. But this should not need to concern you. you need to stay away from danger.
Oh, it's funny you say that. Are you okay with spiders?
No, I think I had one as a pet when I was just a little boy. He helped me company during the long hours of study.
If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I have a friend and a spider with me, and if they can step in and maybe we can shut the door.
I'm sure that a little spider isn't going to be of any nuisance.
Okay, just please don't be scared.
And she's gonna pop her head out and,
George, Serana.
Oh, okay. And I think, depending on how excited George might be, or how nervous he is to go into a small space,
It'll like kind of creep around the corner. Just kind of like poking his large bulbous head around, like
he pokes his little head, then my head pops up and we're like, whoop. You bang?
Oh my dear. That's no little spider.
No, he's a light spinner.
Oh. Well, I can't say that etymology had ever been my real focus of study. But you've got it trained.
He's just like devoted to us.
Oh.
I guess.
He's friendly.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
Make sure he doesn't web any of my books.
Oh no,
I don't
he did
need
it with
further
the electrified. It's fine. It
What?
won't happen.
Oh.
Do you not know anything about the light spinners? That's why I wanted to bring him over here, because maybe you had questions. I figured you liked seeing things in person and gaining knowledge that way.
Oh,
So,
certainly. I just have not had the chance to inspect such a specimen. And it may take more than what I have in this little... Anyway, you had questions.
Yes, we just brought George because we thought that he's not an artifact, but he might be
he's fun to look
useful
at.
to research. However,
and Finn's gonna start like, she drops her backpack and starts kind of like digging out like her notes.
there's a lot going on in the Facite, and I've studied the occult, but this is something else.
The occult? What sort of mischief are you getting into there, young lady?
Well, we were looking for Hira's guardian, and somehow I got wrapped up in this whole light spinner and rift in the world and Mira, and I
Child, what is it? Of course, this is the old man calling the something 7-year-old gnome a child. Anyway, sorry.
I'm just... I studied and I read everything in the library that I could get my hands on. But to be in the presence... Of course the avatars are real, but... magic is just so foreign. And... there's this creature named Nemesis. And I can't leave my friends. This has become so much more than research to me.
I see. And you're seeking knowledge in pursuit of this nemesis?
Yes, I'm not sure what we have on record, if anything.
The name doesn't ring a bell. But it could simply be a pseudonym, a cover for one's true identity. And what manner of abilities or powers did this nemesis exhibit?
From what I could see, some sort of shape-shifting, form-altering. I think they summoned their weapon. Shadows, mostly.
Shadows, yes. That does tie to your rifts in the world, as you said. There have been a number throughout history, with brave souls or other going to seal such breaches. But the thing about shadows, especially when it concerns magic, can be of two things. One is negative energy of death and enervation. The antithesis of life. As if matter and its opposite were to collide, they would cancel each other out. The second thing that it could possibly be, and maybe a greater explanation for what you saw, is illusion. Many creatures and magicians and wizards and sorcerers of all types are able to cast illusions and things that aren't actually there. And we most use illusions to hide oneself. Maybe make ourselves appear stronger than we are. There's a creature. You may have read about it. The chameleon. Tends to inhabit the evermoors down south. They can change their scales and body to blend in with their surroundings, rendering them invisible. And there are other creatures that will mimic predators or deadly things to put off any actual predators. My intuition, as much as it's worth, tells me that this nemesis may be simply putting on a show.
I hope so.
I mean, they seemed threatened by us, and I don't really understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot to say about that.
Felt weird.
And that furthers my hypothesis that they simply are afraid of you.
I mean, the avatars have followers. What does Nemesis have? I mean, power doesn't have to be divine, but
No.
they could have just cut us down with that giant sword right then and there. It was as big as I am.
It was, yeah.
There are warriors throughout time and throughout Parasande that have wielded such great weapons. It would really come down to the skill of the wielder. That, unfortunately, you will have to experience yourself. But hopefully it will not come to that. I would like to not lose an assistant.
I like living.
Same.
Good. Is there any other way that I can help?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
And she'll kind of look up at Serana and...
Well, we're either running into something really dangerous or not.
I'm sure I will have other questions for you at some point. Is there any way we can help you?
It's not something that I want to... It's not a burden that I want to lay upon others.
Well, if it ever gets scary, there's 4 of us.
Plus George.
Well, 5. You know where to find me.
Of course.
Speaking of finding people, we should probably go find the others.
Right. Well, thank you. That does help us. I'll keep trying to research, and we'll keep bringing things back. We could even bring George back if you want to take a look at him sometime.
It would be a exciting time.
Well, thank you. And like I said, don't hesitate if you need help.
Well, there is... I don't know if you've been privy to this yet. There is a conflict between the Delvers here at large and the Gipti, whose native home this is. Our Delves, while we try to make them academic and benevolent, many times things are unearthed that the Delvers may value more than, well, value them more for the money rather than the sentimental value and historical value that they pose for the Gipti survivors. Yeah. It's not like I'm going to be able to concern myself with this. There is a site that has been discovered. And it is rife with Gipti cultural pieces. Perhaps it was a prehistoric museum of sorts. We have not been able to get a Gipti scholar in there to confirm. But my fear is that it will be looted before anyone else will be able to see those artifacts. And the kind, emphasize on the word, gentlemen who were just in here were seeking the dig site, and I refused to tell them. But they have absconded with my map, and threatened that if I get in their way, they will. Well, you may have heard.
I did. Well, they didn't leave with a warrant.
Sometimes finders keepers is an apt saying here.
Well, if this is something you were looking into for academic purposes, you have the authority to sign a warrant, don't you?
Actually, you are onto something there. Yes, I could work that out to get you a warrant for you and your friends to be caretakers of the site. Yes, if you would be so inclined.
We do have another assignment, but we can definitely find the time. And, you know, we have the handbook and maybe the oath keepers on our side. Oh, I was offered a job.
To be
She didn't take it.
peacekeeper.
I didn't take it.
Oh, okay. Well, being an academic myself, the glamorous life of a lawman never really appealed to me, despite my very perceptive nature. But if that is something that you are interested in, you know, they couldn't have found a better candidate.
Thanks. I mean, I'd prefer I had a law degree first, but if I can use this connection to my benefit and, you know, maybe save some lives and artifacts and, you know, all for good.
I shall speak to the warrant officer. I'm sure Ket will be quite happy to issue me a special warrant. And I will have it for you presently.
Wonderful.
By this time, he's managed to get as many of the parchments and papers that from under the ink, and maybe even hung a couple of them up to drain off some of the ink. Some of them are just ruined, big black splotch across the paper.
Very good, very good. Anything else?
What's George doing right now?
He dips his leg. I don't know if they have feet. Into some of the spilt ink. And finds that like tapping it on the floor leaves these little black marks.
George, no!
Oh, perhaps we should go.
Yep. George, I will get you other things. We can't do that with ink. It's permanent.
Maybe we have a cloth or something. Or, if we have any more questions, we'll let you know.
Very good, very good. Farewell until later.
We're glad to help. Have a good day.
Just gonna usher George. Try to use her sleeve to just.
Okay. Wunderbar. All right, so the four of you reconvene.
Hey, there you are. What happened to George's
Walking
leg?
to the closet.
Oh, he found some ink, and he thought it would be fun to be tappy his little leggies in it.
I see. Well, I sure hope no one's following us, because George is gonna make it really easy. Archie points out the, like, single black dots that he's been leaving.
It's slowly faded as he's moved, but yeah, you can see like a definite trail up the stairs.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna get down and like pull out a cloth or a piece of fabric because I definitely have something of that sort.
Of course, yeah.
And just kind of like sit in front of him and like gently take his leg and try and clean off the ink.
Okay.
So, Finn, the collector have anything for us?
Well, we don't have a lot of definitive information, but he had some pretty good ideas. That either Nemesis is actually this negative shadow being from another, space, or they're lying.
What do you mean lying? Sure, a lot of what she said was lies.
Illusory magic, like magicians.
That makes a lot of sense. That
That's
answers
what
the
he
question for why she didn't just kill us.
Good question.
It's a 50-50 risk.
But she's still powerful enough to just take people.
She's still powerful enough to take Delalore specifically.
So, seems to be quite powerful.
How many spells does a magician have?
A lot, in my experience.
I don't know.
So we really only know 2 things about Nemesis. So if we just assume that everything we saw was an illusion and fake, not real, all we really know is that she took Delalore and she wants the rift to stabilize, which will happen in a week. That's it. Gibberly had another theory about it, that whoever Nemesis is might actually be just a good person and has been brainwashed by the rift. Did I get that right?
Kimberly said that the rift, that they're like rips in time, or rips in our reality is what she called them. They're nothing and there's these beings of nothingness, which kind of goes along with what I felt when I was doing the meditation thing. But that nothingness can reach out and infect people. And she suggested that potentially this nemesis figure is just somebody, something, some creature or person like us who's been infected by it. Which I guess might go along with the whole illusion thing that the collector talked about. But I don't know.
So we really don't know much, other than there's a rift open, and we've been tasked with closing it. And we need more power before we want to attempt that.
Other thing, we are getting a warrant.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
Finn, you explain it better than I can. I was saying.
Oh, okay. The collector was being threatened over some Gipti artifacts and how some delvers are more interested in the money instead of, the cultural significance and, the real living people. So, I have secured us a warrant to go save these items. And if it's in a similar area, then 2 birds, 1 stone.
That's strange. Bad news, I couldn't find Simon, but apparently he got a piece of news and left in a huff, in a hurry, panicked.
Huh.
Really, I'm just guessing, but it could be the discovery of this ancient artifact museum site that had him worried. There might be
the vault?
It could be. GM, would Archie know anything about museums in this location in the city?
Give me a lore check.
Yeah.
Do I get to add anything to that?
You have what? Underworld?
Underworld and Snowfield's Black Market.
Either one of those will work.
Cool. 21.
There were, during your time, several places of interest in terms of capers and potential finds in buildings across the settlement. There was one in particular that had the most splendid display of marble carvings and mosaics that if you were able to pilfer something from that building, then you were a master, because most of that is heavy stone.
I have a theory on what this discovery could be. There's this basically an art museum to, Gipti culture and whatnot. But some of the stuff in there, the bigger stuff at least, was heavy and very valuable. In regards to the actual vault, do I know where I think the vault is? Is that nearby to that location?
It is back on the west side, so no.
Unfortunately, if I'm right, it's nowhere near the vault.
I don't believe Simon told us that.
Well, before the freeze, I had my theories on where these weapons of war were being kept. And it was around the other side, literally the opposite direction.
A catkin approaches, and Archie, you recognize Kemsa.
Hi. Kemsa, what are you doing here?
Yeah, there you are. I've been looking around for you. Your friend, Rhett, has asked for you.
Oh. That's convenient. We were about to go see him once we were done here in the Delver's Nest.
Oh, well, isn't that a coincidence? Very good. Well, message sent.
Yeah, no, it's okay. The rest of you want to go there now?
We could. Are we allowed?
Of course. Obviously, you want to not upset any of the patients.
Right, yeah, no, of course. You want to walk back together? Or do you want to grab a drink first? I still owe you one.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a drink. Assuming that this isn't too urgent.
I don't think so. Is it?
I don't know.
Looking meaningfully at the rest of the party.
I think it's not urgent at all. I think you should stay right here. Yep.
Maybe we shouldn't take George in.
Yeah, maybe we should. Let's go find a spot where we can hang out with George. And yeah, no, you're just gonna start walking backwards. It's like, yep, nope, this is, yep.
Ahira is still on the ground, like with George, just kind of like looking up at where Archie is sitting and where Kemsa is, and just kind of like not understanding at all that this is like a cue to leave. But if Piranha start leaving, she'll follow them and like call George to her.
Okay, so is everybody like splitting off from Archie?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
I think if Phin sees Ahira and Serana leaving, she'll get the message.
Have fun, you two.
I hope I'm not keeping you from your friends.
No, I've spent too much time with them. It's fine.
Okay. Well, shall we then?
Yeah, sure. Using my status as a Delver, I'll go get free drinks.
Okay. Yep.
And probably just go over, like, the smallest of small talk for as long as I can.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's explore that a little bit more after we take our break. Thank you, watchers, for being here with us. We will be back in about 10 minutes, so 35 after the hour, and we will continue this episode of The Facite, Stories from Parasande. Thank you, and we'll see you in 10. Hello, adventurers, and welcome back. So, when we left off before our break, Archie finally is having drinks with Kamsa with potential romantic undertones. Ooh. So, you were saying, Archie, about making small talk, essentially?
Yeah, so we kind of, like, I'll lead her into the Delver's Nest and sort of go, have you ever been here before?
I've been once or twice. I prefer the mead halls up top, but this is fine.
Right. And Archie mentally notes, shit, wrong bar. Well,
It smells really good in here.
glad you think so.
Is that barbecue?
I had some earlier. It was really good.
I love barbecue. Just saying.
Then barbecue it is.
What's your favorite?
My favorite barbecue?
Yeah.
I don't really know the difference. I kind of like lost taste after the ice. And
of
barbecue
course. I'm sorry.
really wasn't a gifty thing. I don't think.
I don't think it was. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I'm over it.
Right. So, what was it like?
What like?
Being in the ice.
Oh, well, I sort of... my memory goes in and out for most of it. I mean, I'm not going to remember the entirety of 30,000 years frozen.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, it was a long time. It was relaxing at times. I just
Relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, after you got used to being frozen in the same position.
Oh, my muscles are just cramping thinking about that.
Well, I mean, when you deal with cramped muscles for the first, 100 years, you get used to it.
Oh. I guess so. But happier topic.
Yeah.
What do you find most interesting about being awake again?
Oh, the culture's entirely different here. We used to wander around the streets in walks, almost like it was this ritual. There were like several different spots along the ridge. I'm not from the city that's beneath us. I'm from a different one.
Right.
And over there was a couple of spots along the mountain where people would climb up almost every day to watch the sunset.
Oh, I bet that was so beautiful.
It was
what?
breathtaking.
Yeah? Did you ever go up there with anybody?
A few times, yeah. It was mostly with friends. We would go up there, and it was a huge deal. Basically, like a quarter of the city would go up there. Some people did it for exercise. Some people did it just because it was the thing to do. Shops literally closed for it sometimes.
Oh, so it was like kind of like a holiday.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. That's pretty neat. Do you know if any of those places still exist?
Probably. I mean, the mountain's still there. I don't know if...
Which mountain?
It was by our capital. It's the one that, I don't know what you called it, and I'm trying to look through my notes to figure out what
Oh, I don't even know if I took that note.
we called it Mount Venera.
Venera. Wait. Do you mean Orphan Mountain?
Maybe. That's a little dark, though. Is there a story behind that?
It's the only mountain in the middle of the snowfields.
Yeah, that sounds like the one.
It's all kind of by itself. That's at least all I know about it. And it serves as the seat of Minsk, the capital city of the snowfields.
That's quite a coincidence. Or I guess maybe geopolitically not really that much of a coincidence, because our capital was right at the foot of that mountain too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Do you think that city is still there, like under the ice?
You know, I can't really say. That was a long time ago, and it was... The reason I came to Athon, which is, the city that we're over, was
I never heard it called that, but that's good to know.
We just call it the Facite now, I guess, but to me it was Athon. And the reason I fled there was because of the war. I grew up hearing about everything, and then one day there was a rumor that the Phoenix's armies were getting closer, and I, along with a lot of other refugees, fled to Athon, because at the time it wasn't a target.
Oh. That must have been harrowing. Did you have any...
The people I
ahead,
traveled with were pretty nice. I don't really remember their names or even their faces, but I do remember having good, long conversations with them.
Did you have any family or?
Well, what about you? Do you have family?
It's impossible not to, being a catkin. We come out in litters.
Oh, right.
Yeah. My particular litter, I've got 2 younger brothers and a sister. Then we have a litter on either side of us. And that amounts to
almost a dozen children. So yes, I have family.
Yeah, I guess so. Are they all here in around this little settlement?
No, actually. They are primarily in Slivers, which is southwest snowfields.
I wouldn't know. I mean, this is...
They're-
I haven't left here since
it's okay. They're farmers.
Farming in the snowfields?
Oh yeah, it's a big business. If you're, I don't know, not mining in the mountain range down south, then you're probably a farmer. You mostly sweet bells, but there's all kinds of they're berries that are very popular in desserts and wine.
Oh, actually, I think we have had some of that wine made from a local berry that wasn't grapes.
Oh, well, that was probably sweet bell.
So, do you follow any particular doctrine or religion?
You know, I don't. I've never found any, I don't know, avatar that spoke to me. So no, not really.
Cool.
Most of my interest lies in the body, in how resilient it is, and how it recovers and can mend.
Yeah, that makes sense. If what Gipti have after being frozen for so long, how does that compare to, just your normal frostbite? Is that like a similar thing, or?
No. Now, there's a special quality about the snowfields where, like, true natural frostbite, very rare. And what you and the other Gipti that we've managed to thaw and bring back have experienced, that's magical into itself. And I don't mean in a good way. It took a toll on you over those, what'd you say, 30,000 years? Yeah. At the same time.
You saw that firsthand. I mean,
yeah.
After the time we spent together when I was healing.
Yeah. At the same time, it preserved you, and you were able to be brought back. And I'm glad for that.
Yeah. Me too. It's weird being out about in the world. It took me a long time to, find the lay of the land in this strange place. Well, strange to me. What else would be important to know about this place? I mean, not just this place, but like, how else has the world changed since you know, not to toot my own horn, but the apocalypse I survived. That you helped me survive.
I could probably go on. And I don't know if I want to be caught rambling.
No, it's okay. I like it. I like just listening.
That's very sweet. I probably should get back to my patients, though.
Oh, yeah, true.
But
yeah,
before,
I'll get back to my...
But before I go, she kind of shakes free her sleeve, and there is a series of entwined bracelets with charms on them. And she removes one. It's a little stone, little reddish stone, and she kind of slides it across the table to you bashfully. Oh, of course. It's a cultural tradition in the snowfields. And she shows off her bracelets. These are family charms. These are important milestones and life events. But there are also a few that can be given to express admiration or more in someone.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, here, and she'll shuffle around some of the charms and pull off one of the entwined bracelets and hand it to you.
Right. Sorry, I can't tie this with one hand. Can you?
Oh, here, yeah. And she'll help you put it on, and then hook the charm to it. There.
Thanks. I like it. Well, I'll have to, actually, give me a second. And Archie's gonna start rummaging through his pack. And he will pull out... he will pull out a small little like metal tube, like an aglet, like you'd find at the end of a piece of string to hold it together.
Okay, yeah.
You already know I don't have much of my memory. Most of my major life events have been since I came out of the ice again. But I think that we can count this drink as something worthy of a stone or trinket or something. Put it on the table in front of her.
She picks it up and turns it over, admiring it. Then she undoes one of her bracelets and slides it on to where it's predominantly on her wrist. And she ties it back up. It's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I hope that bracelet, that charm, is the first of many new life events for you to collect.
I hope so too.
Okay. I really should go.
Right, yeah, I don't want to, I mean, you've probably already gone over your lunch break, so.
Thanks, though.
You're welcome.
And she will lean in and give you a kiss on the cheek before leaving very quickly, trying to hide her fur, like the blush under her fur. Like her ears are like folded down, like they want to cover her eyes.
Archie will sit there for a second, down the rest of his drink, go to the bar, order another one, down that, and then taking his sweet time, he'll eventually leave the bar and go find the rest of the party.
And that's how people fall in love with each other and end up getting married somehow. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's great to come in on. No.
Okay. Let me see if I can explain this better. So when a mom and a dad love really a lot. Oh, hey, Archie. Hey.
Hi. You guys waiting long?
No, I just had to explain some things to them. What's up? How'd it go?
It was fun.
They don't make sense, but you did explain stuff to us.
67.
Not that. No, it's the Phin. We will talk about that later.
Okay.
So how was your date?
It was just drinks, all right?
So what's on your wrist there?
Oh, do you recognize
Sarana
this?
said that drinks can be a date.
Well, yeah, they can be, but they don't have to be.
Present?
Yeah, is it normal in, this area to give people, just bracelet charms?
That's a lot
You're
of
asking the
cultures.
wrong
I mean,
people.
Like,
You're the one
which
who's
ones?
from here, silly.
I mean, it's like gifts, friends or loved ones, Back home, we trade like little things all the time.
Well, in that case, I think drinks went well. She gave me this little red stone and a bracelet for it.
I'd say that sounds pretty good. I saw the way you guys were looking at each other. It's cute.
What way?
Okay, I may not have ever actually been in a relationship before, and possibly the love of my life might be dead. But I know what people look like when they're in love with each other, okay? Or not in love with each other, but like you like each other. Like you're like, you're a nice person. She's like, you're a nice person. And there's pardon the words, vibes. There's vibes. I read people's auras for like a living, okay? And just trust me on that.
All right, I'll trust you.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so where to now?
Don't we have to meet Brett? Or you do?
Oh, fuck.
So you have to go back and see her again, don't you, buddy?
No. She works in a different area. She's in a different wing of the building. Oh god, that would be awful.
So you don't want to see her again?
No, I
Yeah,
do,
you don't
but
wanna
I just not like right now.
Why?
It's are you sure there's not anything else we need to do first?
No, I think everything's covered, don't you? Do you guys think everything's covered? Good.
I mean, we only spent so much time shopping. I mean, we've got a lot of money still left over.
But we don't need anything. And Kimberly's looking for magical items for us.
Yep. And you don't like spending money anyway.
Oh, there was this stall with these like gemstones and pretty things. I still have this tourmaline ring in my backpack.
That's true. Oh. Why don't we go do that and you go talk to Rhett?
I don't think I got rid of it.
You didn't.
Because because we shouldn't bring George to see Rhett because patience.
Right, that would be a bad idea.
Even though he's sweet and nice, it might scare them.
Yeah, okay, I'll go to the hospital and see Rhett, while the rest of you go shopping for gemstones?
Yep.
Oh, are we not coming with? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, no, we're not going. We're gonna go that way. Okay, you do that.
Okay.
Unless you have academic questions, Finn, I think that we should just go.
Okay.
All right, I'll meet you at the, I'll just meet you back here.
Okay.
Archie will make his way away from the giant delver's nest dangling above the icy crevice up to actual land.
Back topside, yep. Alrighty. We'll give Archie a little bit of a break and go over to the trio as they head to the dugout west.
I mean, do we really need to go shopping?
No, not really. I just think that he needs more time alone with her, and the best chance of him running into her would be at that place. So,
what if Rhett says something important? I mean, I guess Archie will just tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
And besides, someone has to stay with George. I mean, I could have stayed with George. I'm good by myself, but somebody has to stay with George, and y'all all said it's probably a bad idea to bring him to the hospital because he might scare the patients. So I don't know why he'd scare the patients. He's really sweet.
He is a spider, and frozen people who are thawing out don't want to see a giant spider.
Well, why?
Arachnophobia is very common in a lot of cultures and ancestries. It's just kind of, I don't know where it comes from. People just don't like spiders.
Oh, nice. And I'll start petting him.
Just kind of like...
Maybe we can look for a collar or something for him. People have pets all the time. Maybe we can find something for him. And I want to search around for something that matches that description. A large collar of sorts.
Like a collar?
Like a belt. It's a belt at this point, if we're being honest. It's a belt.
Or if I don't, actually, I'm going to look around, not see anything I like, go find somewhere to kind of sit or stand and just start pulling out the fabrics I have and start like designing one.
Okay.
I'm just going to make him one.
All right. And you're going to make it out of fabrics and stuff? Like kind of a, I don't know, spider sweater?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like a collar type thing, probably with like
Okay.
a leash to it as well.
Okay. If you will, please give me a crafting check.
Yeah, for sure. Let me pull up what my modifier is for that. There we go. Oh, which dice do I use? Which die? Alright, here we go. Ooh. 13?
Okay. The design is going to be a little tricky. And you think you figured out how you're going to do it, but the design just isn't working out. So it's probably going to take you some more time.
I'll get frustrated then and just kind of huff and be like, it's not working. I guess I'll work on it later.
Maybe I can help. I mean, where's the issue?
I don't really know. It just doesn't really seem to be working right now. The design is a bit... It's hard to do. This is a new thing for me. I've never sewn something like this.
Can I give either a roll or like an assistance?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a crafting check. Unless you think something else would be better justified.
Here, can I see that real quick? Let's
Devise a stratagem on how to attack this problem.
I rolled this for the first time, and I got the 20.
What'd you roll?
I got 20.
No. I mean, what did you roll specifically?
Crafting.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
That gives me a 29.
well,
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't see that.
So you take the various lengths of yarn and cloth that a hero was trying to knot into some sort of harness or whatever, and you're like, oh no, the pivot or the capture point needs to be here. You need to alleviate pressure here, and you just like start stretching and reconfiguring until a design comes out that it's almost like a kind of a padded underside, and then the lengths go up and over where it'd be most comfortable on George and allow free movement. Yeah.
Sweet, I just made it like a Kong harness.
how's this? What do you think?
You're really good at this. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I made the thing to keep you strapped in, so I guess.
I don't. Oh right, y'all mentioned that. I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't remember it.
It was cute.
I believe you.
And George just kind of like skitters a little happily, like moving around in the harness.
I'm sure if we go to like a blacksmith or something, we could find a little tag and like get a little bell put on him so that we don't ever have to worry about him sneaking up on us or anyone else. Or do we want to use him as a stealth machine?
I don't think he's gonna sneak up on us. He's never done that before. I mean, we haven't had him that long. It's only been not very long.
Not a full day.
And having a bell ringing, down the caverns, that might attract.
Oh, yes.
Not a good
Never
idea.
mind.
Especially for what we're planning on doing with the little, sealing the rift void thing and the person thing that's after us. Or she's not after us. She just doesn't like us. She wants us to stop. It's fine.
It's
So- Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's a 50-50 chance.
Mm-hmm. Something to that effect. So you were headed over to, a merchant with gem?
Yes, to sell,
Is that correct?
possibly sell the tourmaline ring, or get it
Oh.
appraised or something.
Finn just made that up. I'm just, picking on Archie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like, we had a ring.
Akira fully expects that they're going to sell or something with a ring. She has no reason that she does not know at all that there is that was made up.
I mean, the stall's not made up, but Finn's got jokes.
It doesn't.
So was there anything else that you wanted to do then? Or did you still want to actually chop or
Might be a good idea to talk to Knife Lady.
knife lady?
About the thing that you got, the knife with
Oh.
the thing in it.
About the armor or the weaponsmith, yeah. I was like,
Knife
who?
lady.
The knife lady.
A knife.
No!
The lady who sold the knives. That one. Okay. Are you looking to do anything in particular? Are you purchasing anything, or are you trying to get something identified?
I will probably present her with the snake knife. I imagine I ran through to buy my bolts and dagger.
Yes.
And she might just generally ask, because she's very proud of her weapons. Just, some vague questions.
In short, she will identify it as a dagger of venom.
Oh, big surprise.
Yeah.
Council Priest.
This is a powerful magical weapon. It is a +1 striking dagger, which means that it has a +1 to attack, and it does a second dice of damage straight up. So
Nice.
instead of 1d4, 2d4. And it has a greenish tinge. When you critically succeed at an attack roll with the dagger of venom, the target becomes sickened 1, pending a fortitude save. It is a poison effect. Yep, and does poison damage. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's just if you attack. You can also, as a free action, interact with it, and once per day, you poison the creature with the dagger venom, which does extra damage and other status effects.
Can it be refilled? And if so, do we
It
just buy refills of poison?
It does not need to. Because it is magical, it automatically refills.
Amazing.
Nice.
You mean I don't even have to, like, open this thing up?
Nope. It'll work for you every time. Well, at least once every 24 hours or so.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Of course. I've seen a couple of these in my lifetime. They are very dangerous, so don't point it at anything you don't want to poison.
You think I carry things like on my belt, in my pockets? Do you think there's like a sheath for that?
Oh yeah, sure. I can whip one up for you.
That'd be awesome.
And she'll put one together for you. 5 copper.
Alrighty.
Now, I will say that if you want to bedazzle your new magical item, she points across the way to the merchant that actually does have like a score of various stones and gems just kind of glittering there in the dim light. You can ask Grignar over there for any of his wares. You can maybe get some nice studding on it.
Ooh, practical and shiny.
Sure, kid.
Thanks.
I killed Joe with the bedazzle thing.
I can't. If you want to bedazzle.
I mean, yeah.
I told you I'm in a mood today. It's great.
Totally here for it.
Yeah.
How can I have to simplify?
What's that?
I'm trying to do math on my little sheet.
Gotcha.
So if I rules of tens.
Yes. So
Okay,
10.
there we go.
10 copper to 1 silver, 10 silver to 1 gold.
Can I make change?
Why
There we go.
not?
Yeah, change.
Okay, I fixed it. I got it.
All right, cool. Pending you going over to the gem merchant, we're gonna go up to Archie, since by this time Archie has made it topside and over to the medical longhouse.
Can I roll a stealth check?
Absolutely.
Are you trying to sneak past her?
Yeah, it'd be so awkward.
Oh my god!
Like, we just had our first date an hour ago, and now I'm here. Surprise!
She knows you're gonna be there.
It's still gonna be awkward.
Oh my god!
How low did you roll? How low did you roll?
Oh, okay. I didn't think I was actually trained in stealth. Total of 7.
So did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Well, good. I was actually hoping for this, but not for the reason that you think. Not for the reason that you think. Actually, so you approach the building and kind of press yourself flat to the door, and are kind of peeking, or the wall next to the door, and kind of peeking in, looking for Kamsa. When you hear this and you follow the sound to, well, this halfling, Gipty halfling, in a steam-powered wheelchair. That is just kind of putting towards you with a couple other Gipty who flank him. And he sidles up, putting kind of quiet as he stops near you.
Hello.
Hello, Archibald.
Well, it's
You recognize this guy.
Oh.
You recognize him as Smiley Lockwood, purveyor of various acquisitions and treasures back in your day. Definitely someone you were familiar with as part of the underworld decades, centuries, millennia past.
Lockwood.
So I see you made it out of the freeze.
I see you did as well. Or at least, most of you.
I get along just fine. I'd say I'm doing pretty splendid. This
Really,
new
you
world is...
Set up shop already?
I have quite a few budding interests in treasure seeking.
I see. How's that going?
Pretty good. Yeah. Though about that, I think now that you're here, I think that maybe we could, do some business together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even after what happened last time?
Hey. I got that mirror for you, fair and square. And you decided to jip me on the price.
Hey, I gave you exactly what you asked for.
Well, my prices increased as the challenges to retrieving said item also increased. So, I think I'm due a little bit more. And I'm ready to cash in.
So the roles are switching this time? Because you're not going down the Facite in that thing.
I can get down there just fine.
Oh, then
But-
why need me?
It's nice to have at least one good leg go down there for me when I don't have to.
Alright, look, before you even get started, is this about that marble museum thing?
Not particularly, but now that you mention it,
No. I'm actually headed in the opposite direction.
no, all right. Well, I can worry about sculptures later. No, I'm more interested in stuff that's already been found, but is a little outside my reach.
Uh-huh. What are
You
looking
interested?
for? It clears my debt with you. I don't have a choice, do I?
I guess not. There's a precious little totem, sentimental value, you know. That they're keeping in one of them Longshank buildings on display. That, I think needs to find its way home, don't you think?
I mean, if you're its home, no.
I'd take pretty good care of it.
Alright, what else can you tell me? What am I looking for?
It's a rod, about yay big, with a bird chiseled on top. Got some semi-precious gems kind of inset into it. It's not hard to miss. Not easy. Yeah, not hard. Yeah. You'll know it when you see it.
Right.
But it's in the cultural center on the other side. And
Okay.
I want it back. Preferably with as little fuss as possible.
Never did like fuss.
I like things to be smooth and easy.
Alright. I have some things to take care of. Think you could give me a week?
A week? You could do this in your frickin' sleep.
Yeah, I could before the ice. It hasn't been kind to me either, though.
Give me a diplomacy or deception, whichever you think you're leading with here.
100% deception for a 17.
Okay. Oh, A week, you say? Alright. But I better have it in week's end. Or, we might have to see about that other leg.
Fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to.
Huh? Who are you gonna see?
What's it to you?
I like to know things.
We're not the only Gipty that's stuck around. Besides, I made some new friends when I was in rehab.
Oh, did you now? Like that, hot little number. What was her name?
Talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Gipty.
Oh, no. You can take him or leave him. There's a lot more exotic options.
Well,
Well,
here's
don't
your
let me
legs.
keep you from your dearly welcomed.
Conversations with you are always awkward.
And he's gonna turn around and go inside the building.
If they're awkward, it's because you made them awkward. Okay, you hear the putt-putt-putting just kind of fading off.
And I will turn towards the wing where we last saw Ren.
Okay. He is sitting up now. Still pretty bedridden. Skin color's getting better. Not as pale and blue. He spots you and weakly motions you over.
I'll go over to him.
Thanks for coming.
You're looking better.
If there's anything that can be said for me, is I've always been strong-willed.
So, what do I owe this summons?
I need to ask you for assistance, which, admittedly, I am not good with. You were asking about the vault last time. And in my grief and... well, I probably said too much, but since you have an interest, perhaps our interests can align in this. I was truthful last time that we had not yet developed any weapon or strategy for beating Vios's forces. But there's something there that might help our people.
Like, tool?
You could call it that, yes. One of the last things I was able to do there, and that I accomplished, it was we extracted an essence, as you will, from creatures under Vios's command. It was a thing of eternal flame, not to be cowed by frost and ice. This Everflame still remains, I'm sure of it. And I would like your assistance, and I entrust you with this mission to retrieve this Everflame.
Well, I think we can help each other then.
Oh?
Well, we can't get into the vault without the knowledge you possess.
How can I help then?
You mentioned last we spoke that the song itself was the key.
Hmm.
How does it work?
Well, my memory is fuzzy. We had to use the song to open something. That's funny. I must have done it 1,000 times. I just know that it allows you to enter safely.
Did you do it with the music box every time? Would you sing your way through?
No, I've never had a voice for song. I remember a metal teeth. Yeah. That is it. But no, I did not need the music box. But that does bring me to a second request. That you said that you had the music box at least at one time. Would you retrieve it for me?
My answer remains the same. It would be very difficult. We were employed to retrieve that music box for a Sir Frost, who we've never met.
It is not his. I entreat you. It is the last I have of my daughter.
See what we can do. It's going to be difficult to retrieve something from a person who we know nothing about. But he works with us through an envoy.
Well, do what you can.
We will.
But most of all, bring the Everflame.
Bring it to you.
Yeah.
Can I ask your purpose?
I believe that it is the salvation for our brothers and sisters and kin. Also, side note, it looks like the music's a little loud for you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stouffer. Sorry, where were we?
Can I roll an insight and try to figure out if he intends to... I want to try to figure out if he's willing to bring back the Gipty people at the sacrifice of the people that live in the snowfields. Because what I'm thinking right now is, what if he wants to use the Everfire or Everflame to just delete the entire glacier?
There does seem to be ulterior motive. He's definitely being purposefully vague.
Okay. We'll get the Everflame. At least we'll try. See if we can get it back.
Yeah. I am putting an enormous amount of trust in you. I hope that our bonds of kinship and heritage are important enough to you.
We'll keep you apprised of our progress.
Of course. Thank you.
And I will depart.
Right. Okay. All right. You do not run into Kamza on your way out.
Dang it.
All right. So you head back down to the dugout west, where the trio have. What have you? Oh, you've got a spider and a harness now.
Mm-hmm. That would do.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
it.
Just a spider and a
That's what we
harness,
did.
that's all.
Identified that dagger. I didn't know if they wanted to go get it bedazzled yet.
I can wait.
Okay.
So, how did that go? With
It was actually extremely eventful.
did
ran
you run into
into-
somebody?
No, I did not.
Man.
I talked to Rhett. He is more friendly this time around. Wants us to go down to the vault and retrieve something called the Everflame. Some sort of eternal fire that they extracted from creatures under Bios' control way back when. He thinks it's still around.
Do you think we could
Nonsense.
use that?
He does.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're on the right track. He thinks we use it in our endeavors. But he also
We can use it in our endeavors?
seemed to me.
Does he know about our endeavors? I don't know anything
Not a
about
whole
Rhett.
He just knows that we needed power. Trouble. And he offered it to us. In exchange, though, he wants the Everflame. And I kind of get the vibe that he's trying to keep secrets from us, or me, about what his intentions with this thing.
I see you were reading the vibes. That's what I'm hearing.
Sure, whatever.
Mm. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we didn't think we could trust him in the first place, right?
No, didn't. Really, I still don't. But
He did tell me how to get into the vault. Essentially, you just need the song. Doesn't have to come from music box. So, speaking of, he also wants the sentiment.
That's gonna be difficult. But we know this, or I know the song, sort of. My mama used to sing it. I don't know that I can sing. Kimberly can sing.
Yes. But do we want to risk her life?
No.
I know I said last time that it was fine. She could stick up for herself, but this is getting more serious the more time passes, so
Oh, we could ask her. I could ask her. She's already searching for, or said that she can probably find some magical items to help us. She seems to know a lot about this quest. I can't quite understand it entirely yet, but I do trust her. So maybe I can ask her about it, and or I kind of know the tune because my mama used to sing it to me. Maybe she could help me learn it better. Unless any of y'all can sing.
Alec.
Oh, no.
Honestly, you would pay me not to.
I can read
Oh.
storybooks, that's about it.
Alright, well, that's all I got. Then maybe I can ask her if she is willing and or able to come with us. And if not, she can teach me how to sing better. Either way, I'll probably have to share the tune with her, if that's alright.
Ah. Yeah.
All she's done is help us. I don't see where that could go wrong.
I like her a lot. She's very nice, and I do trust her. And like I said, she's the only one who knows anything about me, so. Yeah.
Surely nothing could go wrong with that. Nope.
No.
I guess
That
we just
didn't
need.
sound truthful.
Catching on. Yes, that was sarcasm.
Right. So Serrano, you don't trust Kimberly?
I don't trust anybody except for you guys, and that's still pulling like this much. Because, everything that happened to me. So I have trust issues. But I trust you guys. I don't know.
Trust you too.
Just really leery of other people knowing a lot of things.
Well, it's just Kimberly, and if it makes you feel any better, I can make sure we don't talk with her in private, and y'all can all be there too. I
Well,
don't have to talk to her by myself.
before we even start going down that road of Kimberly helping us out with the vault, right now we don't know where the vault is, and we don't know where Simon is. He never
Also
told
true.
us where his dig site is.
Right.
We need the
And
warrant.
yeah. And that we probably need to figure that out first, because I have a feeling that the Everflame can help us with the shadows and sealing the rift.
Certain.
But we have a lot to do. And
The
not a
only
lot
thing
of
we can
time.
really do right now, though, is actually somehow the least important one. Phin, you mentioned getting a warrant for that museum place.
Yes, we could check with the office and see if that's active.
Think. Have a week.
We could.
Spent more than 2 days traveling.
As long as it doesn't take too long. And I mean, I guess we have to find Simon first. So, yeah. I don't suppose it could hurt. And it seems important to you, Finn, so it's important to me.
It's why I came out here.
Okay.
Then
So, you are looking for Simon, or we're going. So, where are you headed?
Right now, we're assuming that Simon is not around.
Okay.
Like anywhere in the Facite or the Delver's Nest or Topside. And we're going to go get a warrant to go to a museum. Is that about right?
Yes. Something like that. Very good then. So you head back onto the main Delver's Nest. Head up to the second floor to the warrant officer's office. And just as you're about to enter, the door swings open and out steps Simon.
Oh, that's
we've been looking
convenient.
for you.
Well, aren't I the popular one? Well, it happens to be that I've been looking for you too.
Brilliant.
What for?
Any updates on your dig?
Absolutely. Pack your bags. We have uncovered the vault.
And he flicks his coin and catches it as he extends your warrant for the find. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Yes. Amazing.
This has been the freaking coolest episode! Oh my god!
I've got to
I
leave
think
you
our
on.
audience agrees.
Yeah. I've got to leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I've got to give you a reason to come back.
This is true.
Love cliffhanger endings.
Yeah. Well, brave and exciting new things are gonna happen next week. This has been fantastic. I know it was mostly RP, but it was just creating a beautiful story, and I loved watching everybody's reactions, reading our comments in the chat. It was so beautiful.
Y'all are insane.
I know. I was trying to stay in character, but like I at the same time just so happy seeing all these reactions from all of you, including you in the chat. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I have been your game mistress Winter, writer, voice actress, and all around TTRPG hobbyist. Yeah, this has been fantastic. You can find me again on Thursday at Cybernation Uncensored, where I have my Star Trek Adventures game, and you can support them as well if you feel so inclined. Until then, Abby, can they find you?
I've been Abby Marie Carter, and I played a hero tonight. You can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always a lot of fun. Can't wait to see y'all next week.
Yep. I'm so excited. Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I played Archie a lot tonight.
You did a lot, yeah. I felt we were kind of, we had very minimal Archie action. We needed to up our quota.
Need some more Archie in our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Needed some more Archie.
You can find me and my stuff on my YouTube channel, OkayestDM. I spent the last several weeks working on, some of you in chat will know, Sagas, setting and genre agnostic system, which is going to be a rules light RPG that can be played in any setting, any genre. Almost no math is involved in it, and it has a feat-based character creation system, so even with no math, you can create like wildly powerful stuff. Winter has given me a helping hand with designing this system, and soon, with any luck, soon we're going to be releasing a beta version of it for the community to test for it. So, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to playtest. I really enjoyed taking this socialite character and turning them into a glam knife thrower kind of thing. It was really fun. We fought a sewer dragon. It was gross.
Sewer dragon with jowls. Fantastic.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yep. It was awesome. Well, thank you, Dennis. And Joe.
I am Joe. I played Serana tonight, and I can be found on social media at MaryHappy2 most places, or AllJojo24, or in chat MojoJojo624. That's me. I'm also on Spells and Storycraft. We're doing reruns of our Spelljammer show right now, and those happen on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey. I played Finn, and I also play Flynn Thorn over on Starbottled on those reruns. You can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on Twitch and TikTok, or Twitter. All the T's. Yeah.
All the T's. Fantastic. Well, it has been a wonderful session, and I cannot wait till next Monday when we can reclaim it together with another episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. Thank you all, and good night.